Have you ever stopped to think about how you see yourself? I mean, really see yourself beyond the reflection in the mirror? It is a fascinating question, isn't it? We often go through life without truly considering the image we have built of ourselves, an image that dictates how we feel, how we act, and how we interact with the world around us. Your self-image, this intricate tapestry woven from your experiences, beliefs, and the opinions of others. It is a powerful force, capable of both lifting you to incredible heights and holding you captive in a cage of self-doubt. But what if I told you that this self-image, this internal portrait you carry, is not a fixed, unchangeable reality? What if I told you that you have the power to reshape it, to transform it, to create a self-image that truly reflects your worth and potential? Think about it. How many times have you let the opinions of others define your worth? How often have you allowed criticism, sometimes even well-intentioned, to chip away at your confidence? We all have. It is a common human experience. We are social beings, and the feedback we receive from the world around us inevitably shapes our self-perception. But here is the crucial point. Your self-image is just that, a perception. It is a reflection seen through the lens of your experiences and the filters of other people's judgments. It is not the absolute, undeniable truth of who you are. Many times, criticism reveals more about the person giving it than about you. Think about the motivations behind the criticism. Is it constructive feedback aimed at helping you grow? Or is it fueled by the insecurities, biases, or even the negativity of the person offering it? Learning to discern between these two is a vital skill in building a positive self-image. It is about recognizing that you do not have to internalize every piece of criticism that comes your way. You can choose to analyze it objectively, extract any valuable lessons it might contain, and discard the rest. Now, let's talk about patterns. We all have them. Those recurring thoughts and behaviors that either serve us or sabotage us. Identifying negative patterns that contribute to a distorted self-image is essential for growth. Do you find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others, always feeling like you are coming up short? Do you have a tendency to dwell on your mistakes, replaying them over and over in your mind like a broken record? Do you engage in negative self-talk, that inner critic that constantly whispers doubts and criticisms in your ear? These are just a few examples of patterns that can erode your self-esteem and create a negative self-image. It is important to remember that mistakes do not define you. We tend to focus on isolated events, especially negative ones, and allow them to overshadow our entire self-perception. We forget that we are complex beings, capable of both great successes and occasional missteps. Your worth is not determined by a single mistake or a series of setbacks. It is about the bigger picture, the overall trajectory of your life, your character, your values, and your contributions to the world. And this is where self-compassion comes into play. Imagine a close friend going through a difficult time, making a mistake, or facing criticism. Would you berate them, judge them harshly, or would you offer them understanding, support, and encouragement? Chances are, you would choose the latter. Now, why is it so difficult to extend that same kindness to ourselves? Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same care and concern you would offer to someone you love. It is about acknowledging your own humanity, recognizing that you are imperfect, that you will make mistakes and that it is okay. It is about learning from those mistakes without resorting to self-flagellation. Forgiving yourself is a crucial step in building a positive self-image. It is about letting go of the past, releasing the burden of guilt and shame, and embracing the opportunity for growth and change. Let's delve a little deeper into the societal pressures we face, the constant comparisons that can fuel a negative self-image. In today's hyper-connected world, we are bombarded with images of seemingly perfect lives, flawless bodies, and extraordinary achievements. Social media in particular can be a breeding ground for social comparison. We scroll through curated feeds, comparing our behind-the-scenes reality to the highlight reels of others, often leading to feelings of inadequacy and envy. But it is crucial to remember that social media rarely presents an accurate picture of reality. People tend to share only the most positive, polished versions of their lives, creating an illusion of perfection that is simply unattainable. Focusing on your own goals, your own progress, and your own unique journey is paramount. Celebrate your achievements no matter how small. Acknowledge your strengths and talents. Recognize the qualities that make you unique and valuable. Building a positive self-image is not about striving for an impossible ideal. It is about appreciating the person you are, flaws and all. Now, let's talk about something that might seem unrelated at first, but is actually deeply connected to self-image, your financial well-being. Think about it. How often do external influences dictate your spending habits? Marketing campaigns, societal pressures to keep up with the latest trends, or even the subtle influence of friends and family can all push you towards financial decisions that are not aligned with your values or long-term goals. Conscious financial management is a form of self-care, a way of taking control of your life and creating a sense of security and independence. When you are in control of your finances, free from the burden of debt and the pressure of external expectations, you are also freeing yourself to make choices that are aligned with your authentic self, further contributing to a positive self-image. It is about recognizing that you are worthy of investing in yourself, in your future, and in your well-being. So how do we put all of this into practice? How do we move from understanding these concepts to actively transforming our self-image? It starts with self-reflection. Take some time to honestly assess your current self-image. What are the stories you tell yourself about who you are? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are the external influences that have shaped your self-perception? This process of self-reflection can be challenging, even uncomfortable at times. It requires facing your insecurities, acknowledging your vulnerabilities, and confronting the negative narratives you may have internalized. But it is also an incredibly empowering process, the first step towards meaningful change. Once you have a clearer understanding of your current self-image, you can start to actively challenge the negative thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. When that inner critic starts whispering doubts, question its validity. Is this thought truly reflective of reality? Is it based on facts or on assumptions and insecurities? What evidence supports this negative thought, and what evidence contradicts it? This process of challenging negative thoughts is not about simply replacing them with positive affirmations. It is about developing a more balanced, realistic perspective. It is about recognizing that you are not defined by your negative thoughts, that you have the power to choose how you respond to them. Another practical step is to actively cultivate self-compassion. Practice being kind to yourself, especially when you make mistakes. Treat yourself with the same understanding and forgiveness you would offer a close friend. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Acknowledge your efforts, even if the outcome is not exactly what you had hoped for. Remember that building a positive self-image is a journey, not a destination. It is a continuous process of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. There will be ups and downs, moments of self-doubt, and times when you slip back into old patterns. But with each step forward, with each act of self-compassion, with each conscious effort to challenge negativity, you are building a stronger, more resilient, and more positive self-image. Building a positive self-image is about taking ownership of your narrative. It is about recognizing that you are the author of your own story, and you have the power to write a new chapter, a chapter filled with self-acceptance, self-respect, and self-love. It is about understanding that your worth is not determined by external validation, by the opinions of others, or by the unrealistic standards of society. Your worth is inherent, intrinsic, a fundamental part of who you are. The journey towards a positive self-image is not always easy, but it is one of the most rewarding journeys you will ever undertake. It is a journey of self-discovery, of growth, and of empowerment. It is a journey that leads you to a place of greater self-acceptance, greater confidence, and a deeper, more meaningful connection with yourself and the world around you. And it all begins with you, with your willingness to challenge the negative influences, to embrace self-compassion, and to take the first step towards creating the self-image you deserve. A self-image that truly reflects your potential, your worth, and the amazing individual you are. You hold within you the power to change your narrative, to create a self-image that empowers you, that inspires you, and that allows you to live a life that is truly authentic and fulfilling. So, are you ready to take that power into your own hands and embark on this transformative journey?